If you're trying to lose fat, you already know the importance of nutrition. You can train as hard and as often as you possibly can, but if you aren't eating the right foods and in the right amounts, then you'll never be able to see the fat loss results you're looking for. This is where people also get stuck for years and years, like I did when I was 46 pounds heavier. There's hundreds of different people saying 100 different things right now and a ton of misinformation out there, but the truth is, it's a lot more simple than you may think, and it essentially comes down to a few pointers that I'll be giving you in this video. These are the pointers which I used to lose 46 pounds from 215 pounds, and it's the exact same systems the most lean athletic individuals in the world incorporate into their own daily meals. I'm Azri, I'm a medical doctor and evidence-based fat loss coach. I've helped close to 1,000 people transform their bodies using the same strategies I share on my YouTube channel. So hit like and subscribe if you want to lose the fat for good this time. Before we dive into those tips, let me clear something up. Despite what you may have been led to believe, there are no special fat loss foods that will somehow burn fat for you without a calorie deficit in place. As we know that at the end of the day, that's what's going to ultimately determine if you lose fat or not. To ensure your nutrition is primed for fat loss, it's crucial to tailor your meals to effortlessly maintain a calorie deficit, ultimately enhancing your chances of torching the fat for good. We can choose foods that make you feel full for a long time so you won't overeat calories and you'll keep on track with your deficit. And this is especially true given that the research has shown that an increase in appetite is one of the main reasons why fat loss eventually slows down for most people. In fact, in a 2009 paper, the researchers found that as subjects lost fat, they also began to experience an increase in hunger that led them to subconsciously consume more calories and cause their fat loss progress to come to a halt. So to help you avoid this, in this video, we'll go through 3 key tips along with various fat loss meal examples that you can use and incorporate the right way. The first thing you want to do is incorporate foods into your meals that are highly satiating. So foods that fill you up. And to do this, we'll use findings from a classic 1995 study where researchers from the University of Sydney investigated the effects of 38 different common foods on hunger levels. The researchers fed subjects a serving size of 240 calories of each common food and measured subjective hunger ratings afterwards. And as you can see in the results here, out of the list of the 38 foods, popcorn, oats, fish, potatoes, apples, and oranges were shown to have the greatest satiating effect and kept their subjects fuller for longer, meaning that incorporating these specific foods into your daily meals is a great way to keep you full throughout the day without sacrificing a ton of calories, therefore providing the best bang for your buck. And an easy way to implement this information is to simply make a few smart food swaps into your current meals. For example, instead of having a bowl of cereal for breakfast, switch these out for oats, which have a 45 times greater effect on satiety. And instead of having white rice and white pasta in your meal, switch these out for baked or boiled potatoes, which have a 63% and 57% greater effect on satiety respectively. And then for your snacks, it would be wise to choose high satiety fruits like oranges and apples in order to keep you full between meals. But by incorporating these simple swaps into your meal plan, it's going to make a huge difference in your ability to stay full and maintain a calorie deficit day after day, and hence improve your ability to burn fat. Next, it's key that you make sure that the foods you eat are high in volume relative to their calorie density, because one of the signs that your nervous system uses to signal fullness to your brain is the degree at which your stomach stretches. So you can imagine the higher in volume the foods that you eat, the more you're going to be able to fill up and stretch the stomach. Meaning that if you design your meals such that you incorporate foods that are higher in volume yet lower in calorie density, you're going to be able to stay full and satisfied for longer without having to intake a ton of calories. Illustrating this point is a paper from the Journal of Clinical Nutrition, which found that modifying a pasta dish by replacing some of the pasta with vegetables instead not only lowered the calorie content of the meal, but also led subjects to feeling more full and more satisfied after the meal, leading them to consume less calories than they would have done otherwise. So obviously, veggies are an excellent choice for this, but other practical high volume foods you should consider implementing into your own meal regimen also include fruits, air-popped popcorn, broth-based soups, and potatoes. And to put this into perspective for you, let's compare 100 calories of rice cakes and a 100-calorie bowl of popcorn to this 100-calorie slice of bread and 100 calories of chips. It's pretty clear which ones are going to keep you fuller for much longer and for the same amount of calories. And to be totally honest, simply incorporating more fruits and veggies into all of your meals is what I personally do, and I'd recommend you start doing it as well. This can be done super easily by just swapping out a couple of servings of vegetables into your meals, and doing so is going to do wonders in terms of keeping you full and maintaining your calorie deficit. The next tip is to simply boost the protein content of your meals. This is because multiple research reviews have shown that protein is significantly more filling than both carbohydrates and fats. So by increasing the protein content of your meals, it's going to aid in fat loss by making you feel more satisfied and more likely to stay in the calorie deficit. A classic example of this is the 2005 study from the University of Washington, which found that when subjects increased their protein intake from 15 to 30% of their calories, they experienced a sustained decrease in hunger, and their spontaneous food intake dropped by an average of around 500 calories per day, which over the course of the 12 weeks enabled them to lose over 8 pounds of fat. And research shows that an increased protein intake in your diet that's as small as just 5% will help you with losing fat by enhancing satiety and promoting muscle maintenance. So even if you're not a fan of high protein foods, even just slightly boosting the protein content of your meals is very helpful. But based on the 2018 review paper, generally, the optimal protein amount to aim for per meal seems to be around 0.4 grams of protein per kilogram of your body weight, particularly if you consume 4 meals or 3 meals and a high protein snack throughout the day. So aiming towards that goal per meal by incorporating various high quality protein sources is going to be an easy way to keep you full throughout the day and indirectly boost fat loss as a result. So to help you put this all into perspective, you want to prioritize having more high satiety foods, incorporating high volume, low calorie foods, and consume a protein source within every main meal. For breakfast, a great option is oats. It's highly satiating, which can also be combined with whey protein to boost the protein content and hence the fullness for this meal. Even strawberries are also going to be a great low calorie, high volume food which can be added into the oats to further boost satiety. For lunch and or dinner, boiled potatoes are a great option since they're found to be the most satiating food. Adding in a highly satiating protein source such as fish to the meal and more volume through the use of veggies will give you a solid meal which will keep you full for several hours on end. Lastly, for snacks, as mentioned, foods such as minimally flavored popcorn, oranges, and apples are great options that are going to keep you full until your next meal. I hope you're able to see that little tweaks in your diet like the ones I went through in this video can make a world of a difference in terms of your fat loss progress. That's exactly why I run Dr. Asri Coaching. I not only show you what and how much you should be eating in order to lose fat, but also show you exactly how to set up and structure your daily meals such that it makes the fat loss process as smooth and easy as possible. This has to tie in with your exercise as well for maximum progress, so we build that out step by step for you as well with my private application. But the main thing is the one-to-one accountability with daily messaging access, weekly coaching calls, so you're never guessing your way out of this and never in the dark or feeling unmotivated. If you want more information on this, drop me a message on Instagram or schedule in a call, which is no obligations, in the link in the description, and we can run through if this is a good fit for you, where you're at currently, what's working, what's not working, and map out a game plan to see how we can help you move forward. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to show your support by giving the video a like and leaving a comment below as to what you'd like to see me cover next, and subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications for future fat loss tips and tricks for you to boost your fat loss progress. So thank you so much for everyone, and I appreciate your support.